Hey folks, today I quoted Marilyn Monroe for the quote of the day, and it brought about a reminder that I thought I would share with all of you. It is stunning to me how many things you can find on the internet. Like, we have a font of knowledge, of all human knowledge, essentially, and yet for some reason people have decided to take that beautiful idea and taint it with a bunch of bullshit. And you find it everywhere now. It's quite literally everywhere. When I was searching for a quote from Marilyn Monroe today, I literally had to siphon through probably 300 quotes, and a lot of them were just completely misattributed, like gobbledygook, like not even actually like close to something she would say. Like, you could tell in the way that it was written, or you could tell in the language that was used and such. And it really makes me think every time I have to go through this, and this happens all the time with certain people, where the internet seems to want to thrust ideas down their throat, right? Like they want to make them say these things. This happens all the time with George Carlin. Actually, I see there's AI videos, and there's this piece that he wrote, or that, I'm not sorry, that people think that he wrote. He did not write it. Called The Paradox of Our Times or something like that. And when George Carlin was still alive, on his website, he actually wrote like a long thing about, like, this shit is not from me. Don't prescribe this to me. Don't tell people it's from me. I hate the fact that people think that I could ever write this kind of drivel, this kind of feel good bullshit that comes out of like this thing. And I see it shared all the time, and every time I see it shared, I say something about it because it shouldn't be shared under his name. It's just some fucking person that wrote it. But it bothers the shit out of me when people misattribute quotes, because all too often what it is people projecting what they want onto, or what they want to hear onto, some celebrity or some person in history, so that they can feel justified in feeling a certain way. But that person they're projecting onto absolutely wouldn't feel that way or wouldn't say that thing. And it bothers the shit out of me because it's essentially like creating this like self-reinforcing fucking fantasy of like, oh well, Marilyn Monroe said this. No, she didn't. She didn't say that. She didn't say, all a woman needs is a good pair of shoes and she can conquer the world. Marilyn Monroe didn't say that, but that gets shared all the fucking time. That shit like that, where it's like this kind of sassy bullshit that people want to say, oh, that's what Marilyn Monroe would say. No, she didn't. She didn't say that. And the fact that you want to force that into her mouth and make it seem as if she did, it really bothers me, because she said so much. She was so intelligent. And just because she didn't say something that you can use, as a background on your desktop, or something that you can put up and be like, oh, that's me. Like, just because she didn't say that one thing, that doesn't mean that she didn't say other things. You can find shit that she really said. You can find shit that George Carlin really said. You can find shit that Alexander the Great really said. You can find actual quotes from actual people, and maybe perhaps even learn something from them, instead of taking your preconceived notions of what you want to believe and forcing them onto somebody else and saying, well, this person said this. No, they didn't. Instead of doing that, perhaps you can listen to what they said and adjust your way of seeing the world. Isn't that kind of the whole point? For me, it is. For me, quoting people allows me to see their perspective, and allows me to kind of take from it and, kind of reconfigure it for today's world, kind of see it through a new lens, but still hold to the essence of what that person said. I think that that is the whole point, is learning from those perspectives in history and then bringing them into the modern world and gaining something from it, not taking what I believe and forcing it down the throats of somebody that lived in 19 fucking 60, right? Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me, but it happens all the time. And so I guess the point of this video is really just, when you're looking at things that people have said throughout history, don't try to, or maybe you admire them in history because of things that you've read. Don't try to make them say something in history that they didn't say. Don't try to turn them into something you want them to be. Let them be who they were. Learn from them, and then incorporate what you can from their life, from their experience, from their understanding into yourself. Don't project onto somebody else, whether it be in today's world or from the past. what you want. I know that we all do it to a certain degree, but it is a horrifyingly bad habit, and it is something that stunts our growth as individuals at a degree that is almost unfathomable. And I really hate the way that people say, "Well, George Carlin said this." No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Robin Williams said this. No, he didn't. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. So don't think that he did. When somebody says he didn't say that, don't like take it personally. Just be like, "Oh, I was wrong. Maybe I need to reconfigure the way that I think of things." When somebody tells you, "Oh, this song lyric means this," and you go, "Well, it doesn't mean that to me." No, it does. That's what it literally, like, they wrote it meaning this. I know that we can take our own thing, and once an artist says something or once somebody says something, we can kind of reconfigure for ourselves, but don't completely destroy the intentional meaning of what it all, of how what it was intended to be. Don't do that. Don't destroy it to suit your own narrative. We should be learning from these voices, from these ideas, from these words of the past and from the words of the present. Don't think that you're so important and you're so special in the state that you are right now, that your opinion is something that you should force down fucking, I don't even know, some other person in history. I was going to say George Carlin again, but that's just cuz he's on my mind. Don't force it down Ralph Waldo Emerson's throat, right? He didn't say that. So don't do that. Be yourself. Take these ideas, take these words, bring them into yourself. Let them change you. Let them grow inside of you. Don't put your words into somebody else's mouth. Please. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. I'll talk to you soon.